investment that we want you to put into something like this. And we do encourage you, you really have to. It's not about 30 days, it's not about 40 days. And, you know, you can see there are reviews online that have said, I have used it for 30 days or whatever, and I didn't see much of a difference. We will stand here, hand on heart, and quite clearly say, you are not going to see a difference in the 30 days.
You can't see a difference in 30 days. I mean, the hair growth only grows a half an inch per month. And what you have to think about is the hair starts inside the scalp. Yeah. So in 30 days, it's not even out of the scalp yet.
It takes that time, but have a look at the difference in 26 weeks. Now, here we're looking at a phenomenal difference. I mean, that is quite astronomical. Remember, of course, you know, these are images, these have been, you know, they've gone through our legal department. We can't dress these up. This is what you see, is what you get here. And these are incredible results.
They're absolutely incredible results. And some of these results are even exceptional. I look at them and say, wow, think about how great that person feels about themselves. You know, I speak to women all the time, and they call in and they say, you know, Randy, I've got hereditary hair loss. There's nothing I can do. I said, you know, my mother had it, my aunt had it, my grandmother had it, they lost their hair, they had thinning hair. I'm just going to have thinning hair as well. And they say, you know, back when
they've
resigned to it. They don't know that the solution is out there. And I said, I mean, why? I mean, you do something for the wrinkles on your face, do something for your hair. Right?
Well, it's had phenomenal success here at QVC. You've had some really, really busy shows. We're getting busy lines as we speak. 400490 is your item number. We're talking hair loss. We're going to continue talking hair loss, but more importantly, the solution after this.
Here's one of Monday's hot picks. Give your skin a well-deserved boost with this two-piece Pro Collagen Day and Night Cream set. Over 35,000 have sold so far on QVC. See it during Elemis, the story of Pro Collagen, Monday at 9 p.m. For all that your cute and cuddly pets need, join us for Pampered Pets.
Heavenly Sleepwear by Carol Ponder on QVC.
Well, we've had very, very busy lines, and not for the first time, because we introduced you to a revolutionary concept when it came to restoring hair loss. We did that back in July, and I tell you what, we've never looked back. You've had some phenomenally busy shows, Randy. For anyone who has just joined us, we're talking about the problem of hereditary hair loss and all of the inconvenience and emotional repercussions really that result in that. You have got the solution for it. Tell us about it.
We've got the solution. It's called the HairMax Laser Comb. And what the HairMax is, it's clinically tested to actually help regrow hair in men and women with early to moderate stages of hair loss. And what it is, if you look right in here, you can see that it looks like a hairbrush, but inside that hairbrush, we have these medical laser lights that actually can encourage the hair to regrow itself.
Absolutely phenomenal. I just want to give you the details here straight off, because you know, you're looking, you can think £292 and 8 pence, that is a considered purchase. We would agree with you there. Now, we put this on easy pay, £97 and 60 pence. But not only that, and this is really important, you have not a 30-day money-back guarantee, not even a 60 or a 90-day. This is a 190-day money-back guarantee with this. Now, remember, with hair loss and hereditary hair loss, it usually takes a lot longer than 6 months to get to that situation. It's going to take time and an investment of your time, but we are talking about something that when you actually pause and think about what you're saying, it really is quite astonishing. This is going to make your hair grow back. We're not saying this is going to make your it look like your hair is growing back, or if you look at you from a certain angle, it's going to look a bit better. This is actually going to stimulate, and it's going to encourage hair regrowth.
New hair regrowth.
That really is incredible.
And both men and women. It's new hair regrowth. And for us to be able to say new hair regrowth, we had to do a lot of research and testing.
I know, to say something like here on QVC, we've done a lot of research as well, so we're very confident that this is what it's going to do. Now, how does it do that? How do we use it?
Okay, use it 3 times a week for 11 minutes. You can see Frankie here is using it. It's as simple as brushing it over your scalp. Now, Frankie's not out brushing her hair down like by her shoulders because it's stimulating the scalp to grow new hair. So the way the lasers are designed, the lasers are in the middle of the teeth. The teeth, they move that hair aside. They let that laser get right down to that scalp, energize that scalp, and grow new hair in.
Well, we've had phenomenal success in the past with this. The first time you saw it was back in July. If you were one of the individuals of the many thousands of individuals that bought this in July and you're watching just now, please do give us a call. We understand, there can be an element of embarrassment or, because it is an emotional subject, but you don't have to use your real name. Just come on it and just tell us briefly the kind of results that you have had in the past, because so many people are really, I find this life-changing, and that isn't something that I throw away lightly. Yeah, we can see a pair of trousers that changed my life. Personally, I don't really think they do. I think they enhance it. There's lots of products that we do that you just think are absolutely fantastic, but life-changing, there are only few things that we can say that we would buy that are truly life-changing. Something like this, though, would definitely figure for that.
It is because, people who are losing their hair, whether it be a man or a woman, they're so emotional about their hair loss. Women will talk about, I tried this diet, I use this beauty cream, I use but for some reason, talking about hair loss is taboo because it's so emotional. And
But
with hair,
it's so attached to your femininity.
oh, it is. Your femininity, your youthfulness.
Exactly. It's a youth issue. We talk about all this, with the anti-aging cream, and we spend, hundreds of pounds on anti-aging creams and to try and get rid of the wrinkles. Listen, at the end of the day, if you are losing your hair and there is any way possible that you can have that back, that is going to knock years off you much more than any other face cream, really, at the end of the day. That's the truth of the matter.
Really well. Makes you look so much younger, so much healthier, so much more vibrant. I often speak to women, they say, when I was young, I used to bring my hair back in a ponytail, and the ponytail was this thick. Now I've lost so much hair that my ponytail is about this thick. Or what will happen is right up here in the frontal region, they can't grow their hair back because the hair is thin in this area so much. So the Hair Max is a solution for that. It's going to grow back the hair that you have lost.
Well, I'm delighted to go to the telephone lines, Andy, because Leslie is waiting to have a chat with us this afternoon, who's seen some quite dramatic results. Leslie, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
You spoke to Randy as well. Leslie, I've been hearing great things through my ear about your experience, but I want to hear it first now. Tell us what happened. First of all, when did you buy the Hair Max, and tell us about what happened
I
afterwards.
ordered the Hair Max on the 7th of 12th, 2013,
Okay,
and I started using it on the 10th of December.
right.
And I noticed, well, I was going to say to start, that it seemed to have some vitality to it after the first couple of using. My hair didn't lay flat. I didn't have much of it. It was because of using some cream, which wasn't right. But anyway, we'll get away from that. But it just seemed livelier. When I've used it every time since, my hair's been livelier, but my hair is thickening from the front, from the forehead, right across.
And I mean, that's interesting, Leslie, because, obviously everybody's results are going to vary. You've had the Hair Max for 4 months now,
Yes,
and we're sort of saying 6
2 months
months.
to go.
I mean, that is exciting. Now, more to the point, I mean, that's the actual fact that you have seen a result. How has that made you feel? How has that affected you
gosh,
individually?
When I saw it go, and I looked in the mirror, and you sort of have holes on your scalp, and I just cried in front of the dressing table. I really did. I thought, there's nothing going to do anything good.
Yeah.
I haven't got anything special wrong with me. It was just through something being used on me.
Yeah.
Right.
And how do you feel now that you're seeing a difference?
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic.
That laser, like Ann said earlier, that it's a laser that can change your life. Has it changed your life?
Yes, it has, yes. And I tell you what, to tell any people, keep your hair in doing a style that you love,
Uh-huh.
because it will gradually grow back in that style.
Right.
Amazing, but it does. Mine curls, mine does everything that it used to do.
Isn't that
Right.
brilliant?
And it's growing back your hair. So if
It's
your
not
hair is
anybody
curly,
else's,
right.
yeah.
So I mean, but if your
Yeah.
hair is curly, it'll come back
Yeah.
just the way your hair is. If it's
You
straight,
should-
if you color treat your hair, it's going to. It doesn't matter.
But that's, sorry, that might have sounded a bit flippant there, but that's a really good point. I mean, it is your own hair that you're growing back. It's not some lotion and potion that you're putting on that's going to sprout something else to substitute hair. This is your actual
real
hair,
hair.
which is fantastic. Leslie, I tell you what, you know, really, the difference hearing, you can hear it in your voice that, you know, both sides of the coin. We can hear it when you were talking about that you sat in front of the dressing table, you just wanted to cry. You could hear that in your voice. It's almost like you remembered what that felt like. But now,
Awful.
I mean, you know, and how easy was it to use, Leslie?
Ever so easy. Ever so easy.
And so
Really easy to use.
it's just
And
as
you must
Randy
keep
says,
it.
the 11 minutes 3 times a week.
Yes, yes, every day, yeah.
That is great.
Had you ever used anything else, Leslie? What we,
I did use the other, the liquid that you,
right,
you
okay,
Right.
right. And
and that, everything, I must say that everything you found does work, but I couldn't keep affording to keep paying out, if you understand. I don't have the
For the
money.
liquid.
yeah. See, that's a really good point because we're talking about, you know, people might be thinking £292.80. Okay, you've got the easy pays, and you think, well, that's quite a lot to shell out initially. You know, Leslie, just listening to you and your reaction to the kind of results that you've seen, I think people would happily spend that money if they knew they were going to get the results that you, Leslie, have
Yes,
experienced.
I hope they would. I hope they would.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've got another 3 months to go, have I?
You've got another, wow, yes, you have another 3 months, I think. That was December, this January, February, March. No, another
Yes,
3
Those 3
months.
months.
You're right.
You're going to continue to see the benefits. Now, earlier you talked about how your hair just looked more lively and more
Yes,
full.
yes.
What that is, that's the light energy stimulating those hair follicles. It's waking them up,
Oh,
bringing
right.
energy back to your hair.
That's fantastic.
Golly. And it feels